Hello. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you're doing well. Isn't life is just funny. um, it's good, it's rich, it's mysterious, it's hard. And certainly seasons bring newness. We're in that transition period. I didn't know what spring would be like down here in South Carolina, but it doesn't sound like it's all that different than it has been in Ohio, except maybe a little warmer. But anyway, we've had some soaking rain this week, and that's been good. There's a lot coming on the channel, and I'm excited. So keep watching, keep tuning in. Wednesdays, What's Your Story? Monday's Manna. And Friday, I've gonna call that one, I've had a change. So I'm gonna do What Your Story from either widow perspective or child of someone who've lost kids who have lived through losing their dad. So anyway, and then Fridays, I want to talk more about the church at large. And, you know, it's okay to tell your story. I don't know where you are in your walk. If you have been someone who has been wounded by the church, maybe you're in a season where you are wounded. You're in it right now. Maybe you're someone who just thought, wow, that'll never happen to me. I want you to know it's okay to share your story. It's your story. Anyway, so I'm going to focus on that on Fridays. That's going to be drinking my coffee and spilling my tea. Notice it's my tea. I'm not going to be gossiping about others, but I will tell my story. So tune in with that. You might find that you relate, and I would like to hear more of your stories on that. And, you know, I'm somebody, I've been in the church literally since my whole life, my entire life. And yeah, so it's very interesting. I was going to share with you, I can't find it right now, but I'll try and bring that out. But there's a speaker, author, lady, Natalie Runyon, and her book, she's got 3 books out now, but the first one really resonated with me at just the timing of it. I just kind of heard about her through, you know, social media, and then began tuning in and listening, and I thought, wow, everything she said resonated with me. And so then I got the book, and it was called Raised to Stay. And so her tagline is Stayers. So it's talking to people who have endured, who have overcome severe church hurt, the wounds, the deep wounds, and they are still committed to being the church. And so then her second book was The Church That Jesus Built. And it's just fascinating to me. So anyway, that's what's coming. I don't want to take too much of our time for that, but stay tuned. So good things, happy changes are coming, and I hope you'll engage. So today, May 30th, no one could learn the song except the 144,000 who had been redeemed from the earth. Revelation 14:3. And this is coming from our Streams in the Desert. Certain songs can only be learned in the valley. No music school can teach them, for no theory can cause them to be perfectly sung. Their music is found in the heart. They are songs remembered through personal experience, revealing their burdens through the shadows of the past and soaring on the wings of yesterday. In this verse, John tells us that even in heaven, there will be a song that will only be sung by those who have been redeemed from the earth. It is undoubtedly a song of triumph, a hymn of victory to the Christ who set us free. Yet the sense of triumph and freedom will be born from the memory of our past bondage. No angel, nor even an archangel, will be able to sing the song as beautifully as we will. To do so would require them to pass through our trials, which is something they cannot do. Only the children of the cross will be equipped to learn the song. Therefore, dear soul, in this life, you are receiving a music lesson from your Father. You're being trained to sing in a choir you cannot yet see, and there will be parts in the chorus that only you can sing. There will be notes too low for the angels to reach, and certain notes so far above the scale that only an angel can reach them. But remember, the deepest notes belong to you and will only be reached by you. Your Father is training you for a part the angels cannot sing, and his conservatory is the school of sorrows. Others have said that he sends sorrow to test you, yet this is not the case. He sends sorrow to educate you, thereby providing you with the proper training for his heavenly choir. In the darkest night, he is composing your song. In the valley, he is tuning your voice. In the storm clouds, he's deepening your rage. In the rain showers, he's sweetening your melody. In the cold, he is giving your notes expression. And as you pass at times from hope to fear, he is perfecting the music, the message of your lyrics. Oh, dear soul, do not despair your school of sorrow. It is bestowing on you a unique part in the heavenly song. That's by George Matheson. And it's true, you know. Have you ever stopped to think of it like that? I love the music analogy anyway. And we're all in this together, but each of us have our own unique part to sing. Is the midnight closing round you? Are the shadows dark and long? Ask him to come close beside you, and he'll give you a new sweet song. He'll give it and sing it with you. And when weakness slows you down, he'll take up the broken cadence and blend it with his own. And many a heavenly singer among those sons of light will say of his sweetest music, I learned it in the night. And many a lovely anthem that fills the Father's home sobbed out its first rehearsal in the shade of a darkened room. So when I read that this morning, I was thinking, wow. For those of us who are widows, and for any of us who have had deep sorrow, that really is when God speaks and he writes that song. And, you know, I was thinking back to that, a lot of the old songs, but like, then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee, how great thou art, how great thou art. Like all of these great old hymns from the 1800s. If you look back in those old hymnals, they were birthed out of great sorrow. It is well with my soul. We've talked about that before. That man lost his whole family, and yet still sang. And I know I've shared before, but Bob and I loved music together. And so that has been both difficult and healing. In the beginning, I couldn't listen to even a single song, and I had no song. And I didn't have the strength to sing. And as the year progressed, I remembered I sort of started singing in the shower one morning, and then I was able to sing, and singing heals. You know, we know that when we're in the low part, and the enemy is attacking from all around. We learned from King David that singing, praise is the breakthrough. It really is. And so we can sing our way out. So anyway, what's your song? What song have you been singing lately? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Have a great day. That's my gift for you today.